A very good morning to all of you. I hope, dear children, you must have done well in your test. Let us discuss now the test solutions of chapter 16, Playing with Numbers, and this is mathematics class of grade 8. So, in this lecture, we will be discussing test solutions, that is, every question will be discussed with relevant explanation, whether it is MCQ, fill in the blanks, true, false, or obviously 2 and 3 marks questions will be explained in detail. Let us see question number 1. Question number 1 says the sum of all the numbers formed by the digits xyz of the number xyz in cyclic order is divisible by. These are the 4 options given to us in this question. Dear children, we have learnt the concept of reversing the digits of a 3-digit number. Here, this is a 3-digit number given to you. X, Y and Z are the digits of this number, and we need to form the numbers in cyclic order, and then we need to take their sum, and we need to tell the sum of these very numbers when they are added in cyclic order is divisible by any of these 4 options. And so as we have done the concept of this, we will be using that relevant explanation. Let us see what will be the explanation part. So correct answer is C option, that is 111. What is the explanation for this? The sum of a 3-digit number ABC and numbers obtained by changing the order of the digits cyclically, that is BCA and CAB, is always divisible by. Yes, can you tell the answer? Is always divisible by 111, 37, 3 and A plus B plus C, that is the sum of the digits. It was when the number is A, B and C. Here it will be X plus Y plus Z because the number is X, Y and Z. So what is the explanation? The sum of a 3-digit number A, B, C and numbers obtained by changing the order of the digits cyclically. Cyclically means in the clockwise direction. We need to change the numbers and add them in that order, and then it will always be divisible by 111, 37, 3 and sum of the digits. So the correct option is C option, that is 111 is the correct option. This is the result: 111, 37, 3 and A plus B plus C. As it was in the case of A plus B plus C, ABC was the number. So I have written here A plus B plus C. Here in your question, the number is X, Y and Z. So it will be X plus Y plus Z. Coming to question number 2. The difference of a 3-digit number ABC, where A is greater than C, and number obtained by reversing the digits is always divisible by. What is the answer? The answer is 99 and A minus C. Dear children, this also we have learned and we have seen it, this concept, with the help of an example, that we have taken a 3-digit number and we have reversed that 3-digit number, and then we have taken the difference and we have concluded that it will always be divisible by 99 and A minus C if it is A greater than C, and it will be C minus A when C is greater than A. So this is the explanation. The difference of a 3-digit number ABC, A is greater than C or C is greater than A, and number obtained by reversing the digits is always divisible by 99, and difference of the digits at hundreds place and units place, that is it will be A minus B when A is greater than C or C minus A when C is greater than A. Dear children, though in exam it may not be necessary that you are supposed to give this relevant explanation, but I am explaining this with every question so that it should be clear in your mind and this should be learnt by you thoroughly. Coming to question number 3, which of the following numbers is divisible by 4? We need to tell out of these 4 options which will be divisible by 4. First of all, as we need to tell that which number is divisible by 4, so we need to we should know the divisibility rule of 4. What is the divisibility rule? Let us see the answer first. Solution is A part, that is 98,764. This is the solution. How can we say this? A number is divisible by 4 if the number formed by its last two, that is units and tens digits, is divisible by 4. Since number formed by the last two digits is 64, which is divisible by 4, so the correct option is A, that is 98,764. Dear children, let us see this question once again. Question number 3 is, which of the following numbers is divisible by 4? As we need to tell the divisibility by 4, so we should be aware about the divisibility test of 4. And what is the divisibility test of 4? A number is divisible by 4 if the number formed by its last two units and tens digits is divisible by 4. Let us see one by one every option. Here in the first option, I am leaving this first option because we know that this is the answer. Let us talk about B option. Here the number formed by last two digits, that is units and tens digits, is 46. Is it divisible by 4? No. So this is not the correct option. Let us see C part. The number formed by last two digits is 74. Is it divisible by 4? No. So this is again a wrong option. Let us see now D option. The number formed by the last two digits, that is units and tens digits, it is 47. Is it divisible by 4? No. So this is also again a wrong option. And we are left with this option. This is the correct option because the number formed by last two digits is 64, which is divisible by 4. So the correct option is A option, that is 98,764. Question number 4. General form of a two-digit number 37 is. This question is very simple. So 37 is written as 30 plus 7. Then as 3 is at tens place, so we will be multiplying 3 by 10, and 7 is at ones place, so 7 will be multiplied by 1. So what we have done, 3 is at tens place. First of all, we know that 37 will be written as 30 plus 7. Then as 3 is at tens place, so it will be multiplied by 10. And as 7 is at ones place, so it will be multiplied by 1. And this will be the general form of a two-digit number 37. Coming to question number 5, find the value of A in given question. This is the question given to you and we need to find the value of the unknown letter A, and this question is based on the concept of letters for digits. So we should be aware about the rules. What are the rules to solve these types of questions? Firstly, you should know that each letter in the puzzle must stand for just one digit, and any digit, all the digits can take the values from 0 to 9, and the first digit of a number cannot be 0. So if I look at this unit column, it is this. So what do you think? What should be the value of A? A plus 5 is equal to 2. What should be the possible value of A? A can be 7 because 7 plus 5 can give you 12, and 2 can be written here and 1 will be carry forward. Or it can be another number when it is not possible to have another value of A because it is written over there 2. Is there any number if I will be adding to 5 and I will get 2 without carry forward? So the answer or the value of A will be 7. Let us see now. Since A is a digit, the value of A should be between 0 and 9. Observe the unit column of the addition as I told you. So it will be A plus 5 is equal to 2 and A is equal to 7. So if I will be putting the value of A as 7 in the given question, I will be able to get the correct answer. So the value of A is 7. So since A is a digit and the value of A should be between 0 and 9. If I will be observing the unit column of the addition, it is A plus 5 is equal to 2. So what should be the possible value of A here? A should be 7. Then only it will be 12 and 2 will be written at the units place and 1 will be carry forward to the another column. So it will be 427 plus 275. It will be 702. So the value of A is 7. I think this question is clear to you. Now coming to section B, 2 marks each. Question number 6 is complete the magic square given below using the digits 1 to 9 only once so that sum of the numbers along each row, column and diagonal is 15. So we have one condition that we can use only digits, we can use the digits 1 to 9 only once, we cannot repeat the digits, and sum of the numbers along each row, column and diagonal should be 15. So we will be able to solve this easily because we know 2 digits here. And can we find out this one? Yes, surely, because we want the sum as 15 row wise, column wise and diagonally also. So let us see now. First complete the third column. As I told you, this is the figure. I have written here x, y and z. So 8 plus 3 plus x is equal to 15. This is the condition given to us. So x will be 4. Now completing both the diagonals, 8 plus 5 plus y is equal to 15, that is y is equal to 2 now, and 4 plus 5 plus z is equal to 15, which implies z is equal to 6. So what we have done, first of all, I have taken this column 8 plus 3 plus x is equal to 15. Using this I calculated the value of x as 4. Then completing both the diagonals, firstly I have taken this 8 plus 5 plus y is equal to 15, that y will be equal to 2. Then I have taken the another diagonal because I have calculated the value of x as 4 and then I have taken this diagonal. So it will be z is equal to 6. Now we can complete all the rows. So the magic square can be completed as this one. This is the correct answer. So firstly what we have done, we have calculated this value and then diagonally we have calculated these two values, and then row wise or other rows we have completed using the condition that row wise, column wise and diagonally sum should be 15. Now coming to question number 7. Question number 7 is check divisibility of 53,022 by 6. We need to check the divisibility of the given number by 6. First of all, you should be aware about the divisibility rule of 6. A number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by 2 as well as by 3. And we know the divisibility rule of 2 says last digit of that given number is 2. So it is divisible by 2. Also, sum of the digits, we need to check the divisibility by 3 also. So we have taken the sum of the digits as 5 plus 3 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2, that is equal to 12, which is divisible by 3. So it is divisible by 3. So let us see now. First of all, we need to check the divisibility by 6. So we should know that a number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by 2 as well as by 3. And we know that if the last digit of the number is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, then that number is divisible by 2. So we have concluded that this is divisible by 2. Now we need to check the divisibility by 3. So what is the divisibility rule of 3 says? That we need to take the sum of the digits. If sum of the digits are divisible by, if sum of the digits is divisible by 3, then the given number will be divisible by 3. So here what we have done, we have taken the sum of the digits, that is 5 plus 3 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2, that is giving you 12, and which is divisible by 3. So it is divisible by 3 also, and hence the given number is divisible by 6. So this is the answer. Coming to question number 8. Write the quotient when the sum of a two-digit number 39 and number obtained by reversing the digits is divided by 11 and sum of the digits. Dear children, if somehow you are not able to remember the concept which we have studied in this chapter, then if you will be following the statement given in the question, you will be able to get the solution. Like, I need to take a two-digit number 39. Then I need to reverse this number and I need to take the sum, and if it is divided by 11, then I need to tell the quotient. Second part is if it is divided by sum of the digits is 9 plus 3, that is 12, then I need to tell the quotient. Let us see how we will be doing. Given number is 39, number obtained by reversing the digits is 93, Taking the sum 93 plus 39, it will be 132, that is equal to 12 into 11. First part is when it is divided by 11, quotient is 12. Simple as this. Given number is 39, reversing the digits 93, taken their sum 132, which can be further written as 12 into 11. When it is divided by 11, obviously quotient will be 12. This is your first part. Sum of the digits 9 plus 3, 39 is the number given to you. So sum of the digits 9 plus 3, 12. When the sum is divided by 12, the quotient is 11. So, or we have done the explanation also. The sum of a two-digit number AB and number obtained by reversing the digits is always divisible by 11 and sum of the digits, that is A plus B. When it is divided by 11, quotient is A plus B, and when it is divided by A plus B, quotient is 11. Dear children, though I am explaining these two concepts, or we have done in the lecture also. So, if you remember it, if you want to write it, then you can write these explanation, these 2 points of explanation. Otherwise, till here, if you will be solving, that will also be sufficient. Because we have done every step in the first and second part. We have reversed the number, we have taken the sum, we have divided it in first part also and in the second part also. Simple as this. If you know these two results, then it is fine, you can write down. Otherwise, till here also it will be correct. Till second part also, if you are doing it, it will be correct. So, section C, 3 marks each. Question number 9 is 20x3 is a multiple of 3 if the digit x is dash or dash. We need to tell the digit, what will be the value of digit x in the number given to us, and one more condition is given that it is a multiple of 3. So we need to use this concept. What is the divisibility test of 3? We need to take the sum of the digits, and if sum of the digits is divisible by 3, it will be divisible by 3, and then we will be able to find the digits. See how we will be doing it. 20x3 is a multiple of 3, so sum of the digits should be divisible by 3, as I told you. So sum of the digits will be 2 plus 0 plus x plus 3, that is 5 plus x. This is the sum of the digits, it is 5 plus x, which should be divisible by 3. This is possible when 5 plus x is equal to multiples of 3, that is 3, 6, 9. It should be 3 equal to 3. It can be, it should be a number which is divisible by 3. You can also say like this. So 5 plus x is equal to 3, 6, 9. It can be any number which is divisible by 3. So dear children, what should be the value of x so that it becomes divisible by 3? If I will be putting here x as 1, will it be divisible by 3? Yes. 5 plus 1, 6. It will be divisible by 3. If I will be taking the value of x as 4, 5 plus 4 is 9, which will be again divisible by 3. If I will be taking the value of x as 7, 7 plus 5 is again 12, which is divisible by 3. So likewise, you can keep on putting the values of x to get a number so that it becomes divisible by 3. Thus, x can have its value as any of the 3 different values, 1 or 4 or 7. So, 20x3 is a multiple of 3 if the digit x is 1 or 4 or 7. So, this is the answer. 3 values of x which can be 1, 4 or 7, and it will be then multiple of 3. Question number 10 is, check the divisibility of given number by 7. First of all, you should know the divisibility test of 7. 7 and 11, the divisibility tests are very important. So, what is the divisibility test of 7? This is the number. What I have done here, I have put some digits in red and some are in black. Do you know why I have done it? Because the divisibility test of 7 says a number is divisible by 7 if the difference of sum of the digits in alternate blocks of 3 digits from right to left is divisible by 7. What I need to do? I need to take the sum of the digits in alternate blocks of 3 digits. I have taken here 3 digits, 192, then I have taken 805, and I will be adding them, and then the digits in black will be added together, and then I need to take their difference. See how we will be doing it. The sum of the digits in alternate blocks of 3 digits from right to left are 192 plus 805, which will be 997. And the digits in black, I have taken 793 plus 6, it will be 799. Taking their difference now, it will be 997 minus 799 is equal to 198, which is not divisible by 7. So the given number is not divisible by 7. Coming to question number 11, that is section D, 4 marks question. If this number is divisible by 11, this is the number, this is given to us that this is divisible by 11, where x is a digit and we need to find the value of the x. So this is divisible by 11, this is given to us, and here also I have taken some digits in red and some digits in black so that it will be more clear to you the divisibility test of 11. A number is divisible by 11 if the difference of sum of the digits at odd places starting from units place and sum of the digits at even places starting from tens place is either 0 or divisible by 11. This is the divisibility rule of 11. You should be well aware about this. Then only you will be able to solve the question. What does it say? A number is divisible by 11 if the difference of the sum of the digits at odd places starting from units place and sum of the digits at even places starting from tens place is either 0 or divisible by 11. Now I have taken few digits in red and few are in black. The digits in red are the digits at odd places. So according to the divisibility rule, I need to take the sum of the digits at odd and even places. So sum of the digits at odd places is 10. Sum of the digits at even places is 17 plus x. Then I need to take their difference. It will be 17 plus x minus 10, that is equal to 7 plus x, which should be divisible by 11. So this is possible when 7 plus x is equal to 11, 22. It can be any number which is divisible by 11. So x can be 4, 15. So since x is a digit, therefore x is equal to 4. According to the divisibility rule, I need to take the sum of the digits at odd places, which is 10. Sum of the digits at even places is 17 plus x. Then I need to take their difference. It will be like this. I have taken the difference, and this difference, that is 7 plus x, should be divisible by 11. It can be any value which is divisible by 11. So dear children, if I will be taking x as 4, so it will be 7 plus 4, that is 11, which is divisible by 11. If I will be taking x as 15, then also it will be divisible by 4. Since x is a digit, therefore x will be 4. I need to take the value of x as a single digit, so the value of x will be 4. Now question number 12 is, in a 3-digit number, the tens digit is thrice the units digit. What is given to us? The digit at tens place is thrice the units digit, and hundreds digit is twice the units digit. It means we need to take the value of units digit first, because tens and hundreds digits, they are given to us in relation with the units digit. And another condition is given to us that sum of all the 3 digits is 12, and then we need to find the number. So let the number be ABC. General I have taken because no number is given to us, only it is talking about the digits. So I have taken ABC, that is A is at hundreds place, B is at tens place, and C is at ones place. Where units digit is C, tens digit is B. As I told you, this is the number ABC, 100A plus 10B plus C. So units digit is C, tens digit is B, and hundreds digit is A. So according to the given conditions, we have taken B is equal to 3C, because it is given to us that the digit at tens place is 3 times or thrice the digit at units place. So we have taken B is equal to 3C and A is equal to 2C, because it is given that hundreds digit is twice the units digit and Tens digit is thrice the units digit, and the units digit is C. Also, it is given to us that A plus B plus C is equal to 12. Using these two conditions, can we solve this? What we have done? I have done the value of A as 2C from this equation, B as 3C again from this equation, and C is it is already written, it is as it is written because units digit is C, and sum is given to us as 12, so it will be 6C is equal to 12 and C is equal to 2. Then putting the value of C in equation 1, we will be able to get the value of B and A. Like B will be 3 into C, that is 6. C is equal to 2 into 2, that is 4. So we got the digits A, B and C and we got the number. So it will be 100 into 4 plus 10 into 6 plus 2, that is 462. Because A we have calculated 4, B we have calculated 6 and C we have calculated 2. So the number is 462. Hence the required 3-digit number is 462. So dear children, I hope you have understood well all the concepts or all the questions based on the different concepts of this question. So please do the correction work of test in your homework notebook and please prepare well for your UT1 also. Thank you so much.